Wow, look at this sky. All chemtrail muck sprayed from airplanes. There's a clear trail right there. How you guys doing? Eric here. Today is Sunday, September 30th, 2018. Happy fuck the NFL day. This is like my second season boycotting the NFL. I encourage everybody to do the same. Boycott the NFL, boycott national and state parks, boycott Las Vegas, and boycott Denver, Colorado. Why would I say that? But anyways, for their treatment and their fucking horrible fucking shameful treatment of the homeless down there, which brings me to my topic for today's video, the homeless problem here in America, and especially here in Denver, which I live like maybe 50 miles, 40 miles west of Denver. So yeah, I'm pretty much in the suburbs of Denver, you know. But I won't go to Denver anymore. I will not spend a dime in Denver. I boycott the place. Fuck the Broncos, fuck the Rockies, fuck the Avalanche. Fucking over it all, man. But yeah, because they're really fucking horrible down there, man. They pass all these fucking laws, anti-homelessness laws, you know, demonizing the homeless. Fucking, you know, I was watching the Eric Brandt video this morning, live stream. He's down there. He fucking advocates for the homeless down there, man. He used to be one of them. I don't know. He's probably still barely off the streets, but you know, he's down there and, you know, trying to support the homeless down in Denver. But it's just, Denver's really bad, man. They pass laws, all these horrible draconian fucking demonizing the homeless laws down there, man. Like, you can't fucking sit down on a park bench, you know, and put a fucking jacket over yourself or something, like a blanket. They will fucking come in there. They will arrest you for urban camping, man. You cannot, if they catch you sleeping in a car, you're in big trouble down there, man. And, you know, I've heard a lot of stories about people down in Denver, you know, homeless people just disappearing, man. And not only Denver, other cities around the country too. And I'm not doubting it at all, man. I really think so, man. My uncle was down there, like, this is like back in 14, 15. And he told me about this shit, man. Back then, how homeless people were disappearing. And because he was down there and he was on, you know, off and on the streets a lot back in them days, you know. And yeah, he told me all about it, man, and how fucking horrible they treat them, man. And these cops are out down there fucking enforcing these laws very fucking aggressively. And it's really fucking sad, man. You know, it's like a lot of people have moved to Colorado in the last fucking 5-10 years, man. Especially since the legalization of weed, the quasi-legalization of weed, you know. And so, you know, they hear, oh, we got such a great economy here. And, you know, people are fleeing from other parts of the country where they got bad economies, and places like California and the Midwest where they, you know, corporate farming has taken over and shut down all populations of people throughout the fucking country, man. And they're forced into places like Denver and fucking, and then they get here thinking, you know, they can, you know, they have a chance to fucking do something in life. And, you know, there's such a demand for housing here, you know, and that's a big problem, man. And I think the cost of housing just keeps going up and up and up. And like, even if you got money and a job in Colorado, man, still no guarantee you're gonna be able to find a place to live, man. You know? So what they're doing is they're forcing more and more people into the fucking homelessness is what's going on, man. Through fucking sheer economical warfare, man, is what's going on, man. Just constantly creating scarcity in the housing market, harder and harder to qualify to get a house or a fucking an apartment. You know, you gotta, you know, they can fucking rent to whoever they want to, man. You know, and as soon as a place goes for rent, it's pretty much taken up. So there's like the rent just keeps going up like every month. Like every time someone's lease comes up, they raise the rent. The fucking, you know, utilities go up, everything just keeps going up and up, but people can't really make more money. So forcing more and more people out onto the streets to homelessness, man. And then once you get out on the street, man, it's almost impossible to get out of it, man, nowadays, unless you got family and shit to help you out. And then they've broken up the family units in this country so bad, you know, they've torn apart the family units in America that people don't have their families anymore to back them up. So they've all fucking drifted apart, and you know, so I think it leads to a situation where they're creating all this homelessness here in Colorado and demonizing the homeless, passing laws, and you know, generally everybody hates the fucking homeless anyway, right? If you talk to the average person on the street, you know, they fuck the no good low, you know, it's their own fault for being fucking a lazy bum or a drug addict or whatever, you know. They always want to blame the person, and you know, for being a fucking lazy no good homeless bum. You know, that's how we're so trained to react to it in this country. We're brainwashed to fucking hate the less fortunate, basically. And you know, there's no helping them. They don't have no programs, and they pretend to help them, but they really don't. And I think what's going on is they're demonizing them, throwing them into jails, and they're ending up disappearing, man. And then maybe say, oh, we're taking you out to a camp somewhere, and then they just end up disappearing. This is what my uncle told me, man. People he knew that had disappeared off the streets of Denver and have no idea what happened to them. So yeah, it's a sad situation, man. Watching that with Eric Brandt this morning, and the attitude of the fucking system and towards it, you know. It's just going to get worse too, man. Every weekend there's going to be people down there protesting, you know, and you know, protesting to a bunch of fucking sociopaths is just like, you really think it's going to help? You really think people without a fucking soul, without any fucking, incapable of any sort of emotion or empathy towards others is going to fucking get their heart broken over your peaceful protest? The only thing they're going to do is fucking laugh their fucking asses off. That's all they're capable of doing. They can't feel anybody else's pain, but they can sure fucking laugh at it. So yeah, sad, man, but that's what's going on, man. Homeless are fucking population. The homeless population is growing, and at the same time they're fucking dying off and disappearing. So pretty interesting topic, I think. You know, it's just not only with the economic warfare, it's also weather, you know, climate change warfare, all this fucking forcing people out of their homes, man. I mean, you know, I talk about it a lot, but it's on my mind today, man, because watching that Eric Brandt video earlier, live stream, and understanding the fucking situation with the homeless here in Colorado, it's fucking terrible, man. It really is. It's sad. So basically what's going on is they're causing more and more homelessness through fucking economic warfare. You know, they already got all the laws in place fucking demonizing homelessness, because they knew this has been their plan all along. They knew through the economic warfare that's going on in this country that it's going to create a bigger and bigger homeless population, and disenfranchised homeless people are easy to fucking get rid of. And that's the way I see it, man. That's what's going on, man. Once they get you on the streets and nobody knows where you are, it's easier for them to fucking dispose of your ass. Yep, that's what the cops do in this fucking country, man. They pounce on the homeless for fucking violating their stupid fucking immoral laws, you know, and then they write them a ticket that they know that they can't pay, and then they catch them again on the street and they have a warrant because they couldn't afford to pay their ticket, and then they fucking jail them, and then they make them disappear. And that's just the way it's going, man. But you'll never hear about it on the mainstream media. So yeah, man, I gave $5 to a bum the other day, and a lot of people I know would probably give me shit for that, man. Like, how could you give $5 to a fucking no good homeless bum like that, man? I work for my money. I don't give it away to these fuckers. Well, I say before you judge them, man, put yourself in their shoes for a minute, man, because you never know. It could very easily be you one day in this fucking country. It's not, you're really only a paycheck or two from being in those people's shoes, so don't judge too harshly.